I'm Amelia. Today, we're going to talk about the relationship killer no one talks about. So, let's talk about a quiet tragedy that unfolds in millions of loving, long-term relationships. You have a wonderful partner. You're a great team. You co-parent brilliantly. You manage your household like a well-oiled machine. You support each other's careers. You are, by all accounts, best friends. But the spark, the passion, the raw magnetic desire that once defined you, it's gone. You love each other, but you're no longer in love. You've gone from being passionate lovers to being comfortable, affectionate roommates. Why does this happen? Why does the fiery, electric connection of the beginning so often fade into a safe, predictable, and completely platonic friendship? Because the very energy that creates a great friendship, sameness, comfort, and balance, is the polar opposite of the energy that creates attraction and desire, polarity. Today, we are going to talk about the relationship killer no one talks about, the collapse of masculine and feminine polarity. This is not about outdated gender roles. This is about a dynamic, energetic dance that exists within all of us. We'll understand what these energies are, why they die out in modern relationships, and how you can consciously reignite them to bring the spark back, without sacrificing your equality or your partnership. So, what is this polarity? Think of it like a magnet. A magnet only has a charge, an attraction, when it has two distinct and opposite poles, a north and a south. If you have two north poles, they repel each other. In a relationship, passion and desire are the electric charge created by the interplay of two opposite energetic poles, the masculine and the feminine. It is critical to understand that these are energies, not genders. Every single person, man or woman, has both masculine and feminine energy within them. The masculine energy is the energy of direction, purpose, presence, and breaking through challenges. It is stable, like a mountain. It is the energy of doing. When you are in CEO mode at work, making decisions and leading projects, you are in your masculine energy. The feminine energy is the energy of flow, radiance, emotion, creativity, and life force. It is wild, like the ocean. It is the energy of being. When you are lost in a creative project, dancing, laughing with friends, or nurturing a child, you are in your feminine energy. A healthy, integrated person can flow between both. The problem in romantic relationships arises when two partners occupy the same energetic pole for too long. If both partners are constantly in their masculine doing mode, managing, planning, problem-solving, the polarity collapses. The spark dies. You become two north poles. You respect each other's strength, but there is no magnetic pull. You have become great business partners in the enterprise of your life. Why does this happen so often in modern relationships? One reason is the dilemma of the strong woman, which we've talked about. A woman who excels in her career by using her masculine energy can find it difficult to switch modes when she comes home. She continues to lead, to plan, to manage the relationship, leaving no space for her partner to step into his masculine energy of leading and providing presence. Another reason is the checked-out man. A man who has lost his own sense of purpose, who becomes passive and indecisive, essentially vacates his masculine pole. To keep the relationship afloat, his partner is forced to step into that masculine decision-making role, and again, the polarity collapses. She may respect him as a person, but she will struggle to feel attracted to his lack of direction. Finally, the roommate rut. The sheer logistics of modern life, managing bills, chores, kids' schedules, can force both partners into a constant, non-polarized state of practical problem solving. So, how do we consciously bring this spark, this polarity, back to life? This is not about playing games. Step 1. Reconnect with your feminine energy. For many successful women, your feminine energy has been neglected. It's not valued in the corporate world. Your homework is to reconnect with the part of you that is about being, not doing. The action plan. Schedule non-purposeful activities that are purely about sensation, flow, and creative expression. Take a dance class. Go for a walk in nature without a destination. Take a long, luxurious bath. Listen to music that makes you feel something deep in your body. Paint. Sing. The goal of these activities is to get you out of your analytical CEO brain and back into the radiant, flowing energy of your body. Step 2. Create a vacuum for his masculine energy. This is a deeply counterintuitive but powerful step. If you are constantly leading, planning, and solving, you leave no empty space for his masculine energy to fill. To invite his presence, you must sometimes practice the art of leaning back and creating a void. The action plan. This is about practicing receptive energy. Let him plan the entire date. Don't offer suggestions. Trust his lead. Ask for his help with a problem and then truly receive it without criticizing his method. When you're in the car, let him drive without commenting on his route. It is a conscious, powerful act of creating a space of trust that invites his masculine energy of presence and direction to show up for you. Step 3. The third space ritual for polarity. We've discussed this concept before in the context of burnout, but it is critical for polarity. Both partners need a ritual to shed their work energy and step into their home and relationship energy. The action plan. Agree on a transition ritual. When you both get home, maybe you agree to take 15 minutes of separate, quiet time. He might listen to music to decompress from the stress of his day, which allows him to become present. You might meditate or take a quick bath to wash away the armor of your CEO mode and step into a more relaxed, receptive state. Step 4. Create dedicated moments of polarity. You cannot and should not be in a state of high polarity 24/7. That's exhausting. But you must consciously create islands of time where it can exist. The action plan. Schedule date nights with one firm rule. No logistics. No talking about the kids' school, the bills, the leaky faucet, or who is handling which chore. The sole purpose of this time is connection, play, and romance. This is the time to practice your polarity. Let him lead and provide presence. You practice being radiant and receptive. This creates a sacred space where the roles of roommates are forbidden and the roles of lovers can re-emerge. A successful long-term relationship needs both a strong friendship and a vibrant polarity. The friendship is your foundation of trust and respect. The polarity is the fire that keeps it warm and exciting. We have been so focused on building equal partnerships, which is essential, that we have sometimes forgotten the magnetic dance of opposite energies that creates desire. You do not have to sacrifice passion for stability or desire for equality. By understanding the beautiful and powerful dance of masculine and feminine energy, you can consciously cultivate both. You can be powerful partners in the project of life and passionate lovers in the adventure of romance. The spark doesn't have to die. It just needs the right conditions and the right energy to burn brightly. Does the roommate dynamic feel familiar to you? Share your experience in the comments. And if you're ready to learn how to bring the spark back into your life, make sure you subscribe.